Welcome back on our channel. This week we are going to discuss how to play a ball that lies above your feet. The lie will have a great influence again on where the loft of the club is pointing. If you watched the video last week where the ball was below the feet, I explained to you how the lie actually influences the loft. So in that video, I presented you a 4-iron and I told you where to aim for the 4-iron. And in this video, I'm going to show you a shot with a 54 and how much we need to aim away from the target. So in case you missed that video, I'm going to quickly show you again. So the loft now is pointing straight at the camera. That would be a flat lie. Now, when the ball is above our feet, so I'm going to twist the lie that way. Now the loft is going to point somewhere to the left of the camera. And in that way, the ball is going to start more towards the left than towards our target. I think knowing where the loft is actually pointing on this type of lies is the most important thing about these shots. So now let's see what we need to do to our setup, to our bodies when we take the position at the golf ball, and what we need to change in order to be sure that we're going to be as successful as when playing a ball from a flat lie. I have here about 60 meters to the flag, which is normally my lob wedge, full swing with the lob wedge, but I changed the club to a 54, and that's because on this lie I'm gonna have to grip lower the club, because I'm gonna have to make sure that the club is not gonna hit the ground too early. How much you need to grip down the club is going to be set by doing some practice swings. So first, let's make a practice swing when I grip the club all the way up on the handle, and then you're gonna see that straight away the divot happened a bit too early. So in that way I know that I have to go a bit lower on the grip, so I'm gonna grip, let's say, an inch lower. Now let's see where's the divot going to be. Okay, so you could see now that the club just brushed the grass, so that means that about an inch was more than enough for me to grip lower the club. Now I'm going to have to place ball position slightly back in the stance, and in that way I'm going to ensure that the club is not going to hit the ground too early. Even in case you grip down, sometimes the club is still going to hit too early. So in that way we take out that scenario by placing the ball one ball position further back in the stance. So I'm using the sand wedge. Normally the ball position it's in the middle, but I would go just one ball even more back in the stance. So I grip down the club, ball back in the stance, weight is towards the toes as if we are on a flat lie, and then from here, instead of having the normal knee flex, I want you to have your knees a bit straighter, and in that way we are actually ready to hit this shot as successful as on a flat lie. The swing thought that I like to use on this slope is going to be that throughout my swing the weight is gonna remain towards the toes. In case you're gonna back up at one point and the weight is gonna go towards your heels, that's mainly because of the slope, you're gonna find yourself that you're gonna top or thin the ball very easy. So always weight forward, weight towards the ball, and in that way you make sure that you stay over the ball, you cover the ball as you hit it, and then you can finish nicely with a nice shot. So let's see where we need to aim now, and then I'm gonna demonstrate this shot for you. So because I have a 54, the loft is gonna point a lot more left of the target in this case. So instead of aiming on the flag, I'm thinking to aim about 10 to 15 meters right of the flag. And in that way I take in consideration where the loft it's actually pointing when I'm gonna take my setup. I'm sure by adapting your aiming, your setup, and the thought that you are using on this type of lie, you're gonna be successful as myself. As you can see, the ball finished on the right side of the flag, which we want on this case, because that's the safe case. Until next week, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and share them. And I will see you next time at thesolution.golf.